Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
Where do you come from, Afra?
From Alima near Al-Sad. It is but a small town, but there is a particularly renowned observatory there. My parents wanted me. I was always more intrigued by life rather than distant stars. Plants and animals fascinated me as a child. For this reason, I left Alima quite early to study in the capital, and I seldom returned.
When did you arrive on the island?
A little more than 2 years ago. My master, Dr. Vasili, suggested that I should follow him to Tifredi. He needed help cataloguing all the unknown plants and animals. How could I decline such an offer? There's so much to discover here.
Do you miss the continent, your city, your family, perhaps?
No. When I arrived on this island, I immediately knew that it was where I was supposed to be.
I'm under the impression that you've not learned as many things as you wanted by observing Duncas's clan.
That's true. I hope to discover the physical or alchemical mechanism behind their metamorphoses. But instead, I don't know. I think I now understand the bond that unites their people to this land, the links that connects them, and the power of their culture. It's unexpected. I wonder if this couldn't become another subject for study. The study of people, their customs and beliefs. If I said that in Al-Sad, people would think I've gone mad, but here, everything is possible, right? Learning about the natives would allow us to stop being afraid of them, and to see them like fellow humans at last.
I must leave you.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
Do you often hold strangers at gun?
Only when I'm being tracked.
Your journal was surprisingly thorough. How could one not want to find someone so...
It could have fallen into the hands of a bore. I'm glad it was you who found it. Anything else?
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire?
It was strange, and a bit...
I was touched by the way the elders talked about those young people.
It's true. It seemed as if they... In my culture, it is the other way around.
And? Taking into consideration...
I still have a lot to learn. And perhaps those elders are right. Perhaps some... Anything else?
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. It was more of a competition.
Did you not share your knowledge with the others?
Not really. And to be honest, I don't... You would not believe how much competition there is in the...
I think it's a pity. It seems to me that ideas...
That is true, but I did not know it back then. Anything else?
How did you feel when we visited the...
Astonishment, I think. I felt as if I had It was strangely moving.
It was a moving moment indeed. Do you think that attending this...
Yes, obviously. This ritual made me understand the power... This new vision gives me new perspectives.
Knowledge comes in many forms.
That is true. An experience. I love exploring science and nature, but in the end, And yet, the nature of the things you and I... You'd have to have experienced it. And I'm glad I've experienced it with you. Anything else?
What do you think of the love that unites?
It's true. I don't think on the continent, where everything is political, it...
Do you ever think that you could become...
To be honest, no.
What about now?
I do not like to lose myself, but for some time now, I've begun to think... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do any?
What did you think?
It was strange.
It was peculiar. However, it seemed...
This is true, but your attitude is wiser. I will ponder the question. Anything else?
How did you feel?
Astonishment, I think. It was strange.
It was a moving moment.
I am also happy I have found... When I'm with you, I feel as... And I'm very grateful. Anything else?
Do you think that it...
Yes, obviously. This ritual made me... This new vision gives me new
At last. You understand that science...
That may be true, but... Anything else?
Do you often hold...
Only when I'm...
Your journal. How could one not want...
It could have fallen into the hands of a boorish idiot. I'm glad it was you who found it. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do...
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do any?
Do you often hold strange?
Only when I'm being...
Your journal was how could one not want to...
It could have fallen into the hands of a boy. I'm glad it was you who... Anything else?
What did you think about...
It was strange.
It was peculiar. However...
This is true, but your attitude is wiser. I will... Anything else?
How did you feel when...
Astonishment, I think. It was... strange.
It could have been a perfect moment.
Is that really the... I'm starting to think that my masters were right. Anything else?
Do you think that it...
Yes, obvious. This ritual made me understand. This new vision gives me...
I hope I'll be lucky.
We share amazing memories now, and I can't imagine this new life. Anything else?
Did you have any fun?
Of course. It was more of a competition.
I wondered if you did...
Do you mean intimate relationships? Body and mind have different needs. Anything else?
What do you think of...
It's true. On the continent, where everything is
Is it that you're starting...
Who told you I did not believe in it? When it is since... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Glad to see you. Can I do anything?
Now that the Admiral has forgiven you,
Without a doubt.
I hope that once...
I hope so too. Did you want anything else?
You seem to be...
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Did my charm...
And I was starting to believe that you... Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do it?
I must leave.
Desade, can I do it?
I must leave.
Desade, can I do any?
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders of Vigigador?
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest. What about you? How did you feel?
I was touched by the way the elders talked about those young people. About their bond. Were you not?
It's true. It seemed as if they thought that their bond would allow them to acquire more knowledge. In my culture, it is the other way around. We are told that romantic feelings are nothing but a distraction.
And? Taking into consideration what we've learned, what do you think now?
I still have a lot to learn. I'm glad you were there to help me understand this. Perhaps those elders are right. Perhaps some bonds allow you to acquire more knowledge together. Anything else?
How did you feel when we visited the cave?
Astonishment, I think. I felt as if I had reached my goal, as if I was finding a long-lost treasure. It was strangely moving, I think. What about you?
It was a grace-filled moment indeed. And these rudimentary paintings taught us so much. I would never have thought that mere murals could contain so much knowledge.
Because we looked at them in a different way. To us, these paintings were more than just decorations. They were like a window into some knowledge that was completely foreign to us. I used to swear only by writings, but now I realize that there are many other ways to learn. And once more, I owe this realization to you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Anything else?
Do you think that attending this ceremony has changed your world vision?
Yes, obviously. Before it, I was so focused on my own knowledge. This ritual made me understand the power of sharing, of emotions, and of the bonds between people. This new vision gives me new perspectives. A whole new life is ahead of me.
I hope I'll be lucky enough to be by your side.
We share amazing memories now. A bond has been created between us, too. And I can't imagine this new life without you by my side. Anything else?
I must leave you.
I'm glad you came to see me. I wanted to talk to you.
I'm listening.
I'm still a bit inexperienced when it comes to these emotional things. My feelings and my desires. But I believe that we share something unique. That a bond has been created between us. And if you were so inclined, I'd love to spend some time alone with you.
It would be my pleasure. Meet me outside my room the next time we return to my house.
I'll be there. Anything else?
I must leave you.
I'm a bit nervous. I've read many books on this subject, but they don't say anything about the way I feel right now. May I come in?
Come on. Forget about the books for a bit.
Yet another marvelous memory shared with you. And this one only belongs to us. I feel as if my heart is exploding. I've never felt this way about anyone. I suppose this is how it feels to be in love. Do you feel the same?
Yes, Afra. I'm fairly certain this is love. And I love you too.
It's such a peculiar sensation. And it's so tremendous. Oh, my beloved. My beloved, can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
We'll make it for you.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
Ruins mentioned by Lady Morange in this area.
Look, up there. This is D3, the ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
usual customers. Greetings, my lord. How may I help? Thank you. It was a pleasure.
The entrance to Qualusone is here. The people of the village might be able to teach us a few things.
Good day. What can I do for you?
Did you build this village?
Not by myself, no. We did it. We have to sleep somewhere, you know. We don't have much here, and we'd sure like the place to prosper and grow. Maybe more miners will come. Then we'd start to attract all manner of merchants and craftsmen. Do you need anything else?
What can you tell me about the ruins on the plateau?
You aren't the first to ask me about them, but the answer is still the same. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I wouldn't want to, but I've never been there. There must have been a path once upon a time, but it's no longer there. Maybe it collapsed. Some say that you have to pass through the mines to get there. A few of the tunnels do climb. It's certainly possible, I would say. But those tunnels are all closed, and we have better things to do. The iron ore, it doesn't come out of the ground by itself. Do you need anything else?
Talk to me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. They're really old. Centuries old. But those tunnels are full of riches. It takes little effort to unearth the minerals that we want. What more could we ask for? Seeing as how there aren't that many of us, if we were pressed to mine all the tunnels, we'd be too few. But the time will come when folks hear about what we're pulling from these rocks. We won't be alone for much longer.
Hello, you lost?
No. Why do you ask?
It's just that we rarely get visitors. Well then, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the mine?
It's ancient work. The natives must have dug it out a long time ago and then abandoned it. Even if it is strange work for islanders, it looks more like something we would do on a continent. We're trying to restore it. The rock is extremely rich in iron ore, But the tunnels are very old. You need to go slowly. None of us are in a humour to be buried alive. We did explore a few of them, and we're exploiting the closest. But others, nah, they're still inaccessible. Anything else?
If I got this right, this hamlet is home to only miners.
Yes. It's not been all that long that we've taken up residence here. For the time being, we've only been working a part of the mine because the veins run so deep in the tunnels. Hopefully more miners will come, and that will attract other craftsmen to our village. We'll see. Anything else?
What can you tell me about the ruins that we can see up there?
Not a great deal. To my knowledge, no one's ever been able to reach them. There were some officials from the city that came, but when they saw they couldn't easily climb up to the plateau, they just left. There must have been a path that caved in. Unless some sort of tunnel in the mine takes you there. Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again.
A gate. There must be some mechanism or a lock.
You did it. The gate is open now.
Finally. Here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
These buildings are similar to those of the Dakid and Nadaiges. They must have been built by the legendary peoples of the sea.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
Watch out! Grenade!
This seal. I know the insignia, even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
A seal? A coat of arms? What is it? A clan banner of some kind?
Yes. Yes, something like that. This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal. No, let's continue to dig. I need to know more. I need to understand. This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nords, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape. The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to decipher the name of the author. I don't think we'll learn anything else here. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same direction. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives, they were us.
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turn to you to help us against the Bridge Alliance. I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors. But this story is known.
I know. This will not help our relations with your people, that is certain. This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is going to be furious when he learns this.
Cousin! You have returned. How did things go?
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad, in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The Congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You're thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Steward.
Hello, my name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sardet. No. This building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Shiora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Vorst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the Elder of the Council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the Council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a Council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the Elder of the Council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the Council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a Council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter.
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you will be welcome. If not, you are wasting your time and mine. You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
I will return later.
If you have a seal... You have returned.
If I can, how can I prove that I...
If you are a trusted friend of a Council member, I will return. If you have a...
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
man.
Renaigse.
Partir to mud.
Bird Tir to mud. Why are you wearing the same...
Bertir Tumad. You are on Olmanawi.
Esquetu.
Good day on Olmanawi.
Renaxi.
Bird Tomad.
Renoixe, what do you want?
Bird Tomad.
Renoixe? Estragme, Renoixe.
You have returned.
I will return.
If you have a seal, you will be...
Bird Tir to mud. Why are you wearing the same clothes as Renaxe?
Esquetu. My sister has disappeared. I am certain that the lions are behind her disappearance. And they abducted so many people from the villages. I hope we will make them pay. I will join the Donea Exregao. They will help me find my sister and avenge her. My sister has disappeared. I am certain that the lions are behind her disappearance. And they abducted so many people from the villages.
Istragni. I must leave. We find it hard to believe that you are Brigade Blah. Istragni. I must leave.
My sister has disappeared.
I need to craft a new spear for myself. I left mine to my son. You seem different from the others, Renaig said. You look like one of ours.
Hunting has been made more difficult by the presence of the Renaigse. They kill too much game.
I will join the Donea Exregao. They will help me find my sister and avenge her.
Renaigse, you should leave. Leave me alone. You should leave.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need some?
I must leave you.
You have returned.
If I cannot...
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. He only accepts to meet the...
How can I prove that I am the representative?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, I will then be glad to allow you to.
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you will be welcome.
We find it hard to believe that you are Legate Blau. The others do not look like us.
You have returned.
If I can... How can
I will...
I will return...
If you have a seal...
My dear child.
I'll see you later.
Take care.
You have returned.
I will return.
If you have a...
Winter will come soon. The leaves are already red. We will have to stock up before long.
My dear cousin!
I'm going to leave now.
Look out for yourself.
Welcome! Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the Pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the Pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about.
or rather who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Thélème, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Thélème lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Thélème. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
The Nauts like to be secretive, just like us. Guilds always are. But that does not make them heretics or poisonous. These priests are exaggerating.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah. The congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the Blood Plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Good day, de Sardet. How can I help you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naut's secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet.
closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in.
Found the Dara Grimmaderum Dam!
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors. Some Nauts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Nauts are up to.
And what do these Mage Inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the island. Especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Nauts' secrets. Good day. I'm looking for two men, Nauts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor. A nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here. We're approaching the tavern.
If we're discreet, we should be able to eavesdrop on a conversation.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seemed to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Nauts were captured not long ago. You had to have seen something.
You are mistaken, my son. You've been misinformed.
I advise you to seriously change tone and tell us all that you know. You wouldn't want to suffer a humiliating defeat now, would you?
I do not appreciate this attempt at intimidation. But very well. Since you insist, these Nauts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really don't realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. Of that I can assure you. Come on.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Do not forget that there is only one song that can make us change our minds, Greenblood.
Played with golden notes.
You said it. Or songs of steel. They also open doors.
And if I gave you this? So that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
Locked.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we do not discover anything reprehensible, we will have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene. This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is. bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness. Yes? I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained.
And are you going to tell them? You know how vital this information is to us.
Your secrets have already nearly cost the lives of your own men. It's time they were revealed. There were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateos. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fadi was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
I understand you need be sad because you were lied to. But do not be sad about who you are. We are a proud people. And I am glad to know that you are one of us.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so... Cousin, I don't...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat, and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you, after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now. We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirage.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Come on. Let's see what you're capable of.
I'll show you what goes.
Let's see what you're capable of.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Let's see what your things are about to get dicey.
Lord de Cossillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You are dear to me as well.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.